What is going on, guys? Ifyouknowyuno here, back again with another video today. We're going to be reacting, well, not even reacting, we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia. If you guys don't already know, My Hero Academia is now at its epilogue. It's been a long time coming. I've been in love with this series. I'm probably going to be repeating a lot of opening a new show with these episodes or discussion videos and things like that. But My Hero Academia was a big series to me. It meant a lot to me. Really got me deeper into anime. It wasn't my gateway anime at all, or a gateway series. But as Naruto ended, this really picked up the stride, and I started this channel. And now I'm into all sorts of mangas, as you can see. Got like a whole collection in the background and all that. But yeah, I really love My Hero Academia. I'm sure you all see the mangas right next to me, all that. My bookcase empty over there, but that's because we did a tier list on the manga covers. That video will probably be out before this one, because in this one, we're going to be talking about the arcs in My Hero Academia. We're going to be doing a tier list of the arcs of it. If you guys have favorite arcs, be sure to make sure you put that. Be sure to put that in the comment section below. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Usually when I do S tier, I reserve it for the top 5. I might reserve it for top 3. I'm probably going to do it for top 3 for this one. But yeah, I'm excited for it. So without further ado, let's jump into it. And the first one we got is the entrance exam arc. Nothing crazy. I feel like mid. Solid is a bit strong. Like it was okay. I don't think it really pushes the boundaries of anything. And mid seems too, like, you know, it seems too harsh to say mid. So I'm gonna put it in. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put it in solid. It was a solid arc. It doesn't really, you know, push the needle for a series of opening a series up, but it does exactly what it needs to do to really get us excited for it. Next one. Quirk test arc. This is where they were training their quirks and Aizawa was going around. This was a mid arc, nothing really crazy. I think the opening was a lot better than this. For me, I didn't really get into the series until probably the next arc or the arc after. So that would be probably ranked higher. The battle trial arc. I think this was solid. I think this was a solid arc. However, the problem with this arc is that we didn't get to see any other battle. We only got to see Deku versus Bakugo, and then we got like a quick flash of Todoroki's fight, and then it just skimmed through the others. I personally would have liked to see the other fights, but that's neither here nor there. I think it's a solid arc. I think the entrance is a little bit better, so I'm gonna put it in solid. USJ arc. This was great. This is really when I started getting into the series, and since the beginning of the series, it was said that All Might was going to die. I actually thought that he might die in this arc. I know it was early, but I was like, are we really doing this early? Because I honestly thought we were. I think this belongs in good. This was a good arc. Next, the UA Sports Festival arc. Man, I love tournament arcs. I love tournament arcs a lot, especially in shonen series. This is probably going to be a lot. You know what? I'm gonna be gassing it a little bit. I'm gonna be glazing it a little bit. This is probably one of my favorite tournament arcs in anime/manga. I mean, you got the Yu Yu Hakusho, we got the Chunin exams, we got all that. But this one I loved. I absolutely loved. I love the race trial. I love the Shoto versus Deku fight. That's honestly one of my. I don't even say one of. That is my favorite fight in the series. And it all takes place in this arc. So, UA Sports Festival goes in very good for me. And then just to follow that up with the Hero Killer arc, bruh, come on. This arc was gas. Shit. I'm trying to think, does this teeter on? Nah, okay. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I was gonna say, is this going to be in? Is this over Sports Festival? I don't think so. Maybe. You know what? No, they're even for me. They're even for me. It depends on the day. It depends on the day for me. But yeah, the final exam arc. This is where the USJ students team up with each other to take out a pro hero. I think there was a really cool arc. This arc for me really was strictly for growth for mainly Deku and Bakugo, but we also had growth from Momo, and I thought that was pretty solid. So yeah, solid is a good place to put it, but I'll put it above solid because I think the fights in here and the growth in here is a lot better than what we got in the entrance exam and the battle trial arc by far. School trip arc, very good arc. Nowhere near as good as Stain and the Sports Festival arc, but this was a very good arc. I think what this arc really suffered from is having way too many villains at once, and that's the only. Honestly, that's the only thing I would say. Having way too many villains and not knowing what to do. I also read an interview that Horikoshi was going to reveal the traitor of the USJ in this arc, which would have blew my mind if so. That would have blew my mind if so. I would have loved that. I think that would have took it to peak shonen for me personally. Next, we got the hideout raid arc. I'm teetering on peak shonen because I don't think none of these are peak shonen yet, but this is very good. I'll put this above the school festival. I'll put this above now. Okay, no, no. Okay, Stain is above the school festival. Hideout. Okay, no. Stain above Hideout arc above Sports Festival above school. Good. Cool. We got it there. Provisional Hero License arc. The problem with this arc was definitely needed. The problem with this arc is that it followed such a great arc and it didn't follow up with it personally. For me. Because I do think this is a solid arc, but because of what it followed, I feel like I have to put it in mid. If that makes sense. I feel like I have to put it in mid. That's just me. Y'all could crucify me all you want. That's just, I feel like this arc could have been a lot better and focus a lot on Todoroki and Inasa. And Inasa barely in the series. For him to get that much focus, he should be in the series more. Next, the overhaul arc. So the overhaul arc in the manga, I think it's way better than it is in the anime, the way they did it in the anime. This was a fun week-to-week read. I don't know if it's very good or just like the tip of good. Because I'm only counting the anime in this because the anime lost its excitement to me. Like the later half of the arc, it was such a great build up, and I think Overhaul as a villain, he was built up to be crazy, and then he kind of let me down, kind of. So I'm gonna put it in. I'll put it in very good. The school festival arc. Now I like this arc more than a lot of people do. I like this arc a lot more than a lot of people do. I'm gonna put it in good because I really like the dynamic between Deku and Gentle. Gentle is one of my favorite antagonists in the series. I really love his quirk. I really love him as a character. I like how he wasn't just like pure evil. He was just someone that needed help, and Deku saw that. And I feel like the growth of Deku being the hero, he saw that and he's like, look, I'm trying to help you. And when Deku said this is one of the hardest fights I had to do, subconsciously, yes. Mentally, yes. Emotionally, yes. Physically, not at all. Muscular, overall, they all like wiped the floor with him. But this was like more of a clash of ideals. Pretty much, it's like two sides of the same coin. Deku could have been Gentle. Gentle could have been Deku. Actually, no. Take that back. I'm wrong. But I'm gonna put this in high good. Remedial course arc. This was mid. I did not care for this arc. This was mid. This is probably the lowest of lows for arcs. for me. Pro Hero arc. This was good. I'm trying to think, what more happened in this arc? It was really just the Endeavor and Hawks fight. We had Dobby show up, and then we revealed that Hawks was the traitor. I'll put in high good. Joint training arc. Again, this joint training arc is just like the professional license arc. It's just wrong placement. I think the arc was cool for what it was. I like a lot of moments in it. I love the whole Bakugo moment where he just came out and slaughtered everyone and just took the win for the team. I like that a lot. I like the whole Deku gaining another quirk. I like that Shinzo hopped in there. I loved it. You know, okay, the more I talk about it, the more I like it. Okay, this is going to good. Yeah, I'll put it above Sports Festival. No, not above. I'll put it above Sports Festival. My Villain Academia, peak shonen right there, bro. This arc blew my mind, and it really gave me more respect for Horikoshi as a writer, as not only because usually when you read series, the villain is already on level 100. We get to see Shigaraki grow to get there, and I love this arc, fighting someone that's almost like similar to Deku, just like how Deku fought Overhaul, who was similar to Shigaraki. Shigaraki fought someone that's similar to Deku, and the growth of the characters in this arc. Toga got growth, Twice got growth, Shigaraki got growth. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So yeah, putting that peak shonen. Endeavor Agency arc. I think this is very good. I personally think this is a very good arc. I'm gonna put it above the overhaul arc. I like this arc a lot, especially for the writing of Endeavor. I think getting his character is very important. Now, I do feel like the arc could have been a tad bit longer. I feel like the last fight could have been better, especially where Endeavor says, "Hey, I want you three to surpass me." I feel like this could have gone I feel like they could have done something else where Endeavor was just frozen and they was went into action. However, that is what it takes to be a hero. I'll give it that. That is what it takes to be a hero. Liberation War arc. Peak shonen. This is 1A, 1B. I can't pick My Hero Academia or Liberation War arc. Matter of fact, no. My Villain Academia over Liberation War arc, because by the tail end of the Liberation War arc, I feel like it starts to crumble. After the Dobby reveal, the pacing gets a little bit too insane. Like we just get, all of a sudden, Muriel's back. All of a sudden, we get the big reveal about Compress. There's a lot going on, and I feel like Muriel should have had his own arc return. I wholeheartedly feel that way. Compress, that reveal should have been during My Villain Academia. It was just out of nowhere, and they did nothing with it. So yeah, I feel like the tail end of the arc felt a little bit rushed, but everything going on just week to week, banger after banger. This arc was insane, completely insane. Now the Villain Hunt arc, aka the Dark Deku arc, this is going to be in the top of very good. Only reason I don't is because the only problem with it is because it's too short. I think if they dived a little bit deeper, and I explained that in the movies that we need video for My Hero Academia, the only thing that's really needed is just Deku, he just pushed him a little bit further into despair. I feel like he went dark too quick, way too quick, and I feel like you chip away at his despair, because Deku shouldn't be a character that's easily broken at all. I don't think he should be an easily broken character at all. Also, what I would have liked this arc when we got a different point of view of other characters, like the side characters, see what they're going through, see what Class 1A is going through, see what everything else is going through in this arc. And because All For One send out multiple villains to go after Deku, I expect this to be I expected this to be longer. I wanted to see more fights because before this time, I remember I'm getting a little sidetracked. But there was a poll that came out during this time saying who would win in the fight, Deku or Endeavor. I said Endeavor because one, I need to see Deku fight a high-end Nomu by himself. Now I'm not saying Endeavor didn't fight a high-end Nomu by himself. I need help for that. But in order to surpass that, I need to see Deku. I need to see Deku fight something by himself. Every single fight he's been in so far, he had help. He had help. We got the Muscular fight. If Koda wasn't there to distract Muscular for that split second, Deku would have been done. We got the overhaul fight. If Eri wasn't there, he would have been done. We got the Shoto arc. He didn't even win. The Shoto fight. He didn't even win. Stain. He needed help with that. There's Shigaraki that he didn't even finish that fight. There's a lot of fights that Deku had in this series where he couldn't do by himself. Even with Gentle got technically Gentle could have got away. He could have got away. He bounced Deku all the way up in the sky. It just it's just a lot. That's a story for another time. Stars and Stripe arc. As much as I like this fight as an arc, it is. I don't want to put it bad, but that's the only way I can explain it. This small ass fight should not have been an arc. Just like how I feel about the Liberation arc with the prison break, I feel like the prison break should have been an arc in itself. It should have been an arc in itself. Stars and Stripes should have been more of a build-up, more of a reward. I mean, we got a big reward. We nerfed Shigaraki heavily. But as a writing, you just introduce a character, pretty much a Deus Ex Machina, and that's the main problem I have with this. As much as I love the fight, this just wasn't great. It wasn't great, and it's very disappointing. I wouldn't say I was let down because I had a great time reading it. It's just the reward to me didn't match what I thought we was going to get. And that's my fault for having an expectation of that. That's all my fault. The Trader reveal. I thought it was solid. This was solid. I think they did well with the Trader, explaining who the Trader was and how he was the Trader. I think it was done very well. And now the final war arc. I'll put this in Peak Shonen. However, this is definitely under Liberation. Matter of fact, no. I'll put this in very good. No. Okay, Peak Shonen. Peak Shonen because this is some of the best writing Horikoshi has ever done in the series. Some of the best writing, best character work. It's incredible what he did with Toga, what he did with Todoroki, even the whole Todoroki saga wrapped up perfectly. Bakugo, absolutely great. What he did for All For One, I didn't like that he tried to make All For One sympathetic, but I personally didn't think it was we have to forgive him. No, fuck you. The whole thing with Shigaraki, I feel like that could have been explained more. Now the negatives, the whole Heteromorph thing, that should have been an arc in itself. You can't just shoehorn something that prevalent that's been in arc after arc after arc. This was introduced way back before. They talked about this in My Hero Academia, and I feel like they should have grew on that. In fact, call me crazy, I think the Meta Liberation, the group, they should have been all Heteromorphs. And that would have tied it in a little bit better for me. But Final War arc, I think I really enjoyed everything that this arc had to add. There are things I think could have been done a lot better, but I think Horikoshi did his thing with it. Horikoshi definitely did his thing with it. But yeah, that's actually perfect because we got our top three. So my top three arcs of My Hero Academia, My Villain Academia, Liberation War arc, and then the Final War arc are my top three arcs of My Hero Academia. Let me know what your top 3, top 5, it doesn't matter. You can probably listen on. I don't care. I want to see it in the comment section below. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think. If you want to see more My Hero Academia content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification when you know when it comes out. If you like the video, give it a like. If not, give it a dislike. It doesn't really matter to me. And if you want to see more of me, catch me on Twitter at Ifyouknowyuno. And until then, you know,